Live in front of a live studio audience. It's Cooking with Michael and
Candace
and
Josh.
That's right, we have a special guest. Josh is here. He's going to help us with the dinner tonight. We're really excited about having him. First of all, thank you all who watched last week's episode. People seem to really love it. Got some great feedback. I hope you tried it. I hope you enjoyed it. And thank you again for always watching. And as always, we want to thank our main sponsor, Andrew. If you're in the Germantown, Maryland area and you need a good selection of beer and wines, go to Chapel Beer and Wine, see Andrew and tell him Mr. Mike or
Miss Candace.
You can even say Mr. Josh sent you and he'll take good care of you. Although
that might be kind of weird since he's under 21.
That is true.
I'm not 21, I'm 9.
Alright, don't tell him Mr. Josh sent you. But anyway, he'll take great care of you. So tonight, another great episode. Josh is going to help us put this all together. Okay. It is garlic shrimp. I'll show you the ingredients. You take about a pound of shrimp. Okay? You want to defrost it, not cooked. Now, you can do the frozen or the fresh uncooked shrimp, but you want it deveined and peeled. Tail on, tail off, totally up to you. I'll be honest with you though,
I like them without tails because I do not want to mess with it when I'm trying to eat.
But we also went for the frozen version also because, to be honest with you, it's just easier. And you can get a bunch at one time. And so we have it, it's thawed out. You can see it is fully thawed, ready to go. Okay? You're going to use some olive oil, some red pepper flakes, minced garlic, parsley. Why?
Presentation is very important.
There you go. Alright, salt, butter, lemon juice, and some water. Okay? Also, something new that we've never used before. We're going to use capers. Well, actually, we're going to use the brine of the caper, which is the liquid inside.
Yeah.
What are capers?
It looks like they're like plants.
They're little plants. We're not actually going to use the capers themselves. We're just going to use the brine inside. But the capers, the brine is actually basically salt, vinegar, water with the capers in it. But we're just going to use the liquid inside. All right. And of course, we've got. I actually went with the Sauvignon Blanc this time because it's all we had. So Josh is going with water. All right. So we're going to go ahead and get started. What we're going to do is we're going to take the olive oil. You take the olive oil and you put it in the pan. And you want it, by the way, we did bring out the, our hot plate, excuse me, primarily because it's all skillet based. We did turn the skillet, or the hot plate on, what, Thursday of last month?
It should be warm by now, yeah.
Alright, so you want to put the olive oil in there, like I said, about a tablespoon and a half, something like that. Get it coated on the bottom. You want to get it till it just starts to smoke, okay? Then you're going to take your shrimp, and you're going to put your shrimp in a flat layer, okay? And cook it without stirring. This is really hard for us.
So we are not going to just keep stirring?
I know, right? But, I know, it's going to be a little hard, but, so, we'll get that a little bit longer here. For about a minute, you're not even going to cook them fully. You're going to do it for just a minute before you start adding the other ingredients in, okay? So we're going to go ahead and take the shrimp. Step back, Josh. Alright.
Let's step back. It doesn't mean stand right there and look at it more. It means step the fuck back.
Alright.
Tall people, tall people, tall people.
Alright.
So, you can see it looks delicious already.
It's getting there. So you're basically going to cook this for a minute.
Stay a little closer.
You want to do it so they're flat. You don't want them to be overlapping or anything like that, okay? So cooking for a minute, keeping it on a high heat, okay? We'll let it go for about a minute. Do not stir it. Yet. We'll just keep stirring later though.
Yay! We get to stir later. Good.
So we'll show you in just a minute what the next step is. Next, real simple. After about a minute of cooking on there, season with salt to taste. You just want to let it go for another minute.
Okay.
This time we're going to stir. So, stir.
Me?
Yep. Careful, it's hot. So you want to stir it. Oh my God, it's like a maestro attending the podium here.
And all parenting critics, you will notice that Michael is holding the pan safely still for him.
Try and turn. What you want to do is you want to flip them over.
Very good.
There you go.
Patty time.
Don't want to flip them like that. You want to flip them. See, that's why. You just learned a very valuable lesson. If you don't splash, it hurts like a bitch. All right. All right. So we're good with that. So now, stir it. Nice stirring.
Yeah.
Now,
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. Next, we're going to do. Get ready to stir again. We're going to use 3 teaspoons of garlic. Basically, you want 6 cloves minced, but because you're using minced garlic and half a teaspoon equals 1 clove, we're going to use 3 teaspoons of garlic. So, got our pampered chef. Okay, that's 2. That's probably a little more than we should have. So it's okay. That's all right. What you do is just that's a tiny little bit. There we go. Doesn't have to be an exact size. So one thing about we're done with that, and we're going to take the crushed red pepper flakes.
Can I do it?
Yeah. Yes, you can.
Yeah, I'm going to
So
do
what
it.
you want to do a quarter teaspoon of this, but we're not really going to measure. We're just going to kind of shake a little bit. Just do a little bit of shaking. Shake it, shake it, shake it. That's
A little more.
A little more.
Tell me when to stop.
All right, that's good. All right, stir it.
So I flip it
And
over.
you want to keep this. Now, just keep stirring. Just keep stirring.
Can you stop? If we don't, I'm gonna walk away. I'm not joking. I don't.
All right, while he's stirring, I'm going to do the next step, okay? We're going to take 1 pat of butter. Basically, you want to take 2 tablespoons of butter and cut them evenly. It's supposed to be in 4, but I couldn't figure out how to cut 2 tablespoons into 4, so it's in the
I
3.
know.
Really?
I know how.
I couldn't do it evenly. I'm sure you all do. Leave me alone. No. Here, put that in there.
Yeah.
Okay, so the butter's in there. All right, now we're going to put in the brine. So we're going to do this. We're going to give this to Candace. We're going to put in,
Hold on.
keep stirring, we're going to put in a tablespoon and a half of brine. And while she's doing that, I'm going to go ahead and grab,
Right in?
just pour it right in. Yep.
Right in.
I'm going to take some of the
Here's
parsley.
half.
It's
And why
wait, from the beginning it was like gray. Now look at it.
It's pink. That's what.
No, it's orange and pink. It's orange and pink. It's pink orange.
And then we're going to take some lemon juice.
Lemonade.
You want to do about a tablespoon or so of lemon juice. So you want to keep stirring it.
Yeah,
You're going to cook this now. You're going to stir this now for 3 minutes. Okay.
3.
This should start to thicken, by the way, the sauce. If it doesn't, that's okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to reduce the heat just a little bit, and we're going to keep stirring for a little while longer. When the shrimp is done cooking, we're then going to scoop it out with a slotted spoon and leave the sauce in there because you want that to cook for a couple more minutes with a little more butter, make that a little bit thicker because you're actually going to pour that on top of the shrimp when it's done. This is a good dish. I have to be honest. You know, Candace and I have had this before. Josh has never had this, so it's going to be kind of interesting to see what he thinks. Okay, so if you want to see what the shrimp looks like, all right, so what we're going to do is we're going to show you. Nice, I like it.
Yeah.
We're going to show you what it looks like.
Never.
This is how the shrimp looks.
Tall
Thank you.
people, Tall people.
This is what the shrimp looks like when it's done.
Tall.
Okay, you see it's nice and pink, fully cooked, okay? All right, so move over a second. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to use another bowl, slotted spoon. You got it. Take a slotted spoon, and you're basically going to take the shrimp out, okay? And
But you just said you're going to use that one for your sauce.
we are. The shrimp is actually cooked now, but we want to leave the sauce in the skillet. What you have left is just your garlic, butter, olive oil, red pepper flakes, parsley. Okay, so now what we're going to take the remaining butter. We're going to take the remaining butter, put that in there.
Right.
We're going to take a little bit more salt. Okay, and a little bit more parsley.
So we're making round 2 of it.
Well, we're making the sauce.
We're making the sauce, okay.
Now all you gotta do is, we're gonna turn this back up.
Do I have to do this?
Nope. And you wanna stir
Well, I got a good idea.
it. You wanna cook this for a couple minutes until it's thicker. If the sauce should get too thick while you're doing this, a little bit of water, maybe like a half a teaspoon at a time to thin it out.
Yeah,
You still
not
want
much.
Right, because you don't want it too thin either, so you kind of want it in the middle. Now what we're gonna do is we're going to turn off the heat. It's not quite thick enough, so what we're going to do, so what we want to do basically is just kind of sit it here. And let it sit for about a minute or so. And then when it sits for about a minute, then we can put it onto a plate. We can put a little bit of sauce over it. We can try it, love it. Have a great, not so much late night dinner because Josh.
Time.
Have a great time.
Yeah, not dinner because it's not dinner time. It's time.
Lunchtime. I do want to add that sometimes the sauce will thicken up a little bit more after it cools. So if you think it's too thin, but you're not totally sure, you can just set it aside for a few minutes, then stir through it. Because you don't want it to be, you don't want to spend any more time cooking it than you have to, and you don't want it to be too thick, then you have to go and water it down again, and that takes even more time, blah, 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 blah. So.
Sauce, blah, 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 blah.
We're going to go ahead. We're going to let Josh try it first.
Okay.
He got a fork for each of us.
Thank you. So put a little bit of sauce on top of it.
So as far as sides that you can put with this, I would put it either with a nice buttery angel hair pasta or even just plain white rice. As far as vegetables, I would put either a nice sauteed spinach. You could do fresh spinach, especially if you get the baby spinach. You could do asparagus. You could steam some green beans and put a little lemon dill seasoning on it. You could do the sliced garlic.
If you watch this episode, thank you very much. If not, check back because it is in our archives and it is there to be watched. So, all right. So, Josh. I'm gonna try it while he's doing it too. Mmm.
Oh, that's good.
What do you think?
I think so.
Can't tell. All right. Not a big kid kind of dish, but fine. It's really for your date night dinner.
But it's also always good to try to expand your children's, the foods that they're willing to eat. So it's perfectly okay to give them some of your shrimp.
Absolutely.
Even though I don't want to waste shrimp on a kid I know is not going to eat it, but if you go ahead and give them one piece every week, then eventually they will eat it. It might take you a few years, but you'll get there.
So here we are. 20 minutes tops, really. I mean, it was the cooking of the shrimp. It wasn't even 20 minutes. Cooking of the shrimp, the making of the sauce, probably about 10 minutes, something like that. Real quick, real easy. When you're not on this stupid ass thing,
it goes a lot faster.
It goes a lot faster. So, but an excellent meal, great date night dinner, or dinner with your family, whatever's easiest. She's gonna just keep eating while we're doing this. So
that's what I do.
All right. Well, we do have one kind of surprise thing. Josh, our guest chef, made us. Go ahead.
Made a solar cooker at school. In my summer school, and for free. Summer school for free.
All right, we'll go get it. Okay, so cooker.
Tall person,
Yep.
would you show people?
So in the solar cooker, he made. What'd you make?
It's a s'more.
S'mores.
So yeah.
What are s'mores? Okay.
So this is the pencil holds up the door. So this is a s'more. You get a marshmallow and a graham cracker, and you get chocolate and another graham cracker.
All right, well, let's open this puppy up and see what it looks like.
There.
Oh.
Looks delicious.
Okay, hold on. Show the camera.
This is what a s'more looks like. Whoa, it's drooling.
It's drooling chocolate. So
Drooling chocolate.
So I'm gonna make these two take a bite out of it. If not, okay.
If not, hey, more for me.
Yeah. Oh god.
it's really good, but I made a mess. Yeah.
Ooh, I heard good.
That was really good. Good job,
Okay,
Josh.
me?
That chocolate really did melt.
Yeah, it did.
early.
Huh.
All right, so there you go, a little extra special dessert and a great episode. Please try the dinner. Please try the solar cooked s'mores. Hope you enjoy it. Check out cookingwithmichael.us. You can see all the good stuff, all of our episodes, merchandise, new merchandise, great sales, everything on cookingwithmichael.us. And every Saturday night, 8 p.m., Cooking with Michael
And Candace.
and occasionally
Josh.
Josh.
Yeah.
All right, good night, everybody.
Good night.
So it's recording. So, my head's cut off. I've got no head.
Welcome to We're Waiting for Mom. Feels like Ratatouille.
Wait, if it were Ratatouille, you'd have to let me touch your hair and we'd do like this.
No! Yeah.
Is my head still cut off?
I'm playing.
You know what capers are?
They look like mini olives, like.